Hi there, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. I put on this outfit garb, and of course, I am fashion forward, as they say. But the people in the background going, you look like you're the man of the people, blue and red and patriotic. I am. I'm the man of the annuity people. I'm Stan, the Annuity Man of the annuity people. Today's topic is the 5 reasons you should consider purchasing a QLAC, Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract. And we're going to talk about that after this. So what is a Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract? Stan, the Annuity Man, very good question. QLACs, acronym, were put on the planet in 2014 and developed and introduced by our friends at the IRS and the Department of the Treasury. You say, well, wait a minute, Stan. First of all, are they our friends? Yes, if they're watching, you are our friends. But the reason they did that is Social Security, which is the annuity that all of you already own, that was never put on the planet to be the sole source of retirement income, even though too many people have to use it as such. So the Department of the Treasury and the IRS said, let's create an annuity that people can use inside of an IRA for lifetime income, which leads me to I love this when people say, never put an annuity inside an IRA. I read an article by a very well-respected financial journalist that said, never put an annuity inside of an IRA. And I just, messaged him quickly, QLAC. I mean, Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract, it was put on the planet to use with qualified assets, meaning the money that's been deferring taxes, okay? Now, there's 5 reasons for you to own QLACs. The first reason is for lifetime income. A Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract is, in essence, a deferred income annuity structure, which is, in essence, an immediate annuity structure. It's a transfer of risk, lifetime income stream that it's going to pay as long as you live. You can structure it a myriad of ways. You can structure it so that if you die in a fiery Learjet crash, then the money is going to go to your family, not the evil annuity company. But lifetime income is the reason that people should be looking primarily at Qualified Longevity Annuity Contracts. That's the first reason to consider it. The second reason to consider it is that you can attach your spouse for joint lifetime income. You can take your IRA, your individual retirement account, and attach your spouse for joint lifetime income. I'm going to encourage you, because your spouse has put up with you for all these years and all of your nonsense and sayings and barca loungers and watching the football game, put them on the Qualified Longevity Annuity Contract. So if you die, the income continues uninterrupted and unchanged for them. They have earned that right. And I know you say, but wouldn't that lower the lifetime income because it's 2 lives, not 1? Yes, player, but they've earned the right to be on the policy. So the second reason is you can attach your spouse for joint lifetime income, okay? The third reason for you to own a QLAC or think about owning is required minimum distributions. At the time of this taping, check the date. IRS taps you on the shoulder at age 73 and goes, hey, we're the IRS, and oh, by the way, all that money you've not been paying taxes on, you have to start taking it out, and we want to charge you taxes. And you say, but IRS, I don't need that money. And they go, we don't care. We're the IRS, and it's 73 at the time of this taping. It could change in the future. It's 73. You got to start taking money out. Those are called required minimum distributions, RMDs. The good part about QLACs is the money you place in a QLAC is not part of the RMD calculations. At the time of this taping, please check the date, because it's going to change. You can put $200,000 in a QLAC. It's going to change, so check the date. But let's just say you had $500,000, $500,000 in your IRA, and you bought a $200,000 QLAC, joint life with your spouse, because they've earned the right to be there, okay? When you go take your required minimum distributions and you make that calculations, you're making it on $300,000, not the $500,000, because the QLAC money is not part of those calculations. So there's a potential for you to save some tax money legally and with the IRS and the Treasury Department blessing. That's an annuity blessing. You didn't know that? Well, it is. That's what it is. That's the third reason, okay? The fourth reason that you would consider a QLAC is for inflation. The dreaded word inflation. Well, Stan, how does that work? How do we do that? Let's just take the $200,000 example. we could split it into 50s, 4 $50,000 policies, and have income start at future dates. So in other words, let's just say you're 70 when you buy the QLACs, and you're going to buy 4 policies, $50,000 apiece. You have income starting at 75. These are examples. 75, 77, 82, and 85. Because at age 85, you have to turn on the income. That's the farthest out you can go with QLAC deferral. But what's happening? You're having income starting at future dates, which combats inflation. Okay? The fifth and final reason that you should consider purchasing QLAC, the carriers, and we represent pretty much every carrier out there, all right? But when we're doing lifetime income, it's A+ or better for lifetime income. The carriers that are in the QLAC space, they're all monster carriers. You can't say, what happens if they go out of business, Stan? Well, then me and you are in the grocery store fighting for the white loaf bread, the bunny bread, and I'm going to punch you in the throat to get it. We have no power, and I want the bunny bread. Okay, that's what happens if one of these companies goes out. They're not going out of business. Please don't waste my time with that. I'm not going to put my license on the line for you with a recommendation of an A++ carrier for a QLAC. The bottom line is those carriers can back up the claim because the reserve requirements for QLACs are massive, and they have the money to back it up. So don't put on the tinfoil hat and go down the conspiratorial rabbit hole and go, yeah, but you know, nothing's too big to fail, Stan. Yes, it is in the annuity industry, okay? They have the big buildings for a reason. They're not smarter than banks. They're just more handcuffed than banks, these life insurance companies, okay? So those are the 5 reasons for buying a QLAC. And you're saying, Stan, I bet you can't go through them again without looking down at, watch this, I'm getting ready to do it, okay? You ready? Here are the 5 reasons. Number 1, lifetime income or joint lifetime income. Number 2, you can add your spouse to the policy and they have earned it. Number 3, required minimum distributions. It will lower those potentially if you buy a QLAC. Number 4, inflation. It can combat inflation by laddering QLACs for different start dates. And number 5, large quality carriers that issue and offer QLACs. Those are the 5 reasons that you need to consider purchasing a QLAC. I would, if I'm you, I'm putting myself in your shoes. If I'm you, I go to theannuityman.com and I go to the QLAC calculator and I run quotes, and to my heart's content, no one's going to call you or show up at your doorstep and bug you. I have a QLAC owner's manual you can read. I've done a drillion with a D. QLAC videos, I've written QLAC articles. You can go all in on your analysis of QLACs, and then you can schedule a call with me or my team, and we're going to listen to you, and we're going to tell you the good, the bad, the positives, and the limitations of QLAC so you can make a good, informed decision on your terms and on your time frame. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.